the record, y'all, Jacob is a lightweight. Jacob is probably 5'4", 5'5", and a buck 30, soaking with rain boots. And I think Jacob had a sip at heart tonight
Girl,
with Adam
Jacob,
Schiff.
Jacob have a shot of ginger ale. Jacob be like, "Ooh, girl, these y'all carry tonight, honey. I could be real crazy."
But Jacob, you look really beautiful. And do you want to say anything to your fans, Jacob?
Hi, everybody. Thank you for listening. We're going to be doing a live podcast for Netflix is a Joke, May 5th in
Yeah,
Los Angeles. You can get your tickets at seethedragqueen.com.
Listen. Oh, by
and
the way,
at
y'all.
MonetExchange.com as well. We've changed
They're
it.
not up on your website, Monet. I just looked.
We fixed it today.
Let's see.
Why are you so against going to seethedragqueen.com when your website is full of troubles? Just let them. Bitch, the tickets, you're still getting the sales. This is not against you. I'm not getting extra money for them going to my
Well,
website.
because I feel like knowing you and Jacob, y'all getting some special kickback from SeeTheDragQueen.com.
Monet, I am sharing your website right now. You have 2 shows on: The Masquerade, February 23rd, and February
Well,
24th.
Monet,
What the hell is
stop
the
promoting your-
Masquerade?
Stop promoting your website.
Sorry. The Masquerade is the theater, and then it's your show with Shea Coulee.
Oh,
and
yeah,
everybody else.
yeah.
Well, as a reminder, it's not up on Monet's website, so please go to seethedragqueen.com.
Oh my God, Patty, y'all, can y'all please at Legal Minor and just comment on his most recent post and just say fired? Everyone, go to at Legal Minor and just comment over and over again and just put fired with the fire emoji.
And go
Thank
to
you.
Jacob.Ritz and say, honestly, what you're doing as the webmaster over for BobTheDragQueen.com is really remarkable, and I love that this always up to date. Go to Jacob.Ritz@gmail and just tell Jacob what a great job he's doing.
Also, on a side note, I'm not trying to drag Patty right now because Patty is a really good worker. He works really hard. He does good work. Also, I've told him this on the Bomo Beauty website. The palettes are mixed up. So the pretty palette has the funny colors under it, and the funny palette has the setup.
Well, we're under a website. We hired this guy to redo our website for the realty, and girl, we are still in the process of. Girl, you know what?
Into the thick of it. But we're not here to talk about Bomo. We're not here to talk about Patrick. We're not here to talk about Jacob's drinking problems. We're here to talk about RuPaul's Drag Race Season 16, Episode 7, The Sound of Rusic. And I gotta say, Monet, you've had some really insightful moments on the podcast lately, and I found myself being like, sing. I want to hear y'all sing. I want the queens to sing. I don't want to hear these. I don't want to hear these professional singers. I don't want to hear these Broadway girlies. I don't want to hear. I want to hear. I want to hear Megami. I would have loved to have heard Plasma sing that role. I would have loved. I think that Saphira and Plasma could have sang those roles. And I think it would have actually probably changed the outcome of the episode too. To be honest,
I think what it is though, like if we're being very honest, if you have 14 girls, maybe 3 of them can sing. So you're gambling on having a Rusical of like 8 people that do not sing and 2 who can sing really well. So you're gonna get more bad than good. So I think that's why they stopped doing it. To be honest,
maybe. But they're not even singing. But they're. I don't know. And I feel like now on those songs where people can sing, everyone's rapping and no one's singing. So
exactly,
even like
because people can't sing.
You know what? There it is. You may be
Because
right.
rapping seems a little more accessible than trying to sing. Like you can fake rapping, but either you can sing or you can't. You know what I mean?
But Drag Race won't do you dirty. They will auto tune you to oblivion. Drag Race will not.
Unless you Asia O'Hara. Snap out of here.
You know, I haven't seen that season in so long. I have to go back and rewatch 10. Oh my God, it was 6 years ago.
It was not good, girl. It was not good.
It was 6 years ago. But Geneva just went home, which it was time. No shade to the car herself.
Did you see what they were saying in our last post? They were like, y'all coming for Janina. She gonna come for y'all too. I'm like, and let her come. Bitch, her car is out of gas. Her car is broke. She needs an oil change, honey. Okay, so let her
come. Geneva has gone home, and everyone agreed that Maya won that lip sync, and now they're all nervous about Maya. And I think after this episode, they're going to be nervous again because, y'all, these Florida queens ain't fuck around. They're not just flips and kicks. Like, if you see, Kenny Davenport's not a Florida queen. She's a Southern queen. She's Texas. But Kenny Davenport can not only lip sync, same with Chi DeVayne. These flipping girls, they are show ponies.
Yeah.
Kenny Davenport can fucking ballad. Chi DeVayne could sing live. So can Kenny Davenport. Like, just because the girl's doing flips don't mean that that's all she can do. And I think that's where a lot of people are making their mistakes when they look at these girls.
Yeah, I mean, if y'all just type in y'all Kennedy Davenport What's that medley's called? It's called End of the Road medley. Look that
Mhm.
up. Kennedy Davenport is so good. Like it is mesmerizing. You're watching that video from begin. It's like an 11-minute long number. I've been in a bar when Kennedy has done that number, and you are on bended knee, waiting for every breath, every inhale, every exhale, because it is so immaculately done. So she's not just a bucker, a flipper, a turner. The bitch can do a ballad and take it down. Okay.
Um, Q gets her little congratulations, little congratulations, so shady. Q gets her
So shady.
congratulations.
Black folk love
Her
a little,
great.
love from the word little for something.
Yeah, I tell you what, one of my aunts was like, "You still doing your little tour, Madonna?" I said, "A little tour, Madonna. Come on, now we're doing too much. A little tour, Madonna. This I was at MSG. Come on."
I'm like Oprah, Oprah. I see you over there doing your little talk show. Literally one of the biggest talk shows that ever existed.
Well, it was my
Wait,
dad's wife. My dad's wife was like, "So are you?" At the very, I was like, I told her like, my show's on April 1st in Atlanta, and she goes, "Are you still doing the show?" First of all, yes. Like, I didn't cancel the show. It's not a little show, and it's at the fucking State Farm Arena in Atlanta, Georgia. Like, come on now.
I also wrote down in her confessionals, Plasma. Have you noticed Plasma just looks so over in her confessionals? Like she's sitting there, she'd be like, "Yeah," and then this week we're doing the Rusical, and I just don't know like what's happening. Like like, it gives me, and I don't know this. I don't know have any inside tea. It gives me the vibe like these are the confessionals she recorded after she was eliminated. Because if y'all don't know, after you get eliminated, you spend a whole day. Even the girls who make it to the end, you spend a whole day recording for confessionals from the beginning to the end for things that they may have missed you saying. So it gives me like there's a very stark difference between her regular confessionals and the one she looks over it. Just look at it.
You know, I gotta be honest, I don't see Plasma going home anytime soon.
I
Plasma
don't
and
either.
Q are in this category where they're both doing very well. I think Plasma is doing better than Q is doing. I mean,
For
she has a
sure.
track record to prove it. But
Wait, does she though?
she does. Plasma has 2 wins and Q has 1.
I
And
guess.
Q's been in the top more, but Plasma's never been in the bottom.
Yeah,
And
true.
I just don't see either one of them winning Drag Race, but I do see
I
them
don't
making it
either.
very far, and maybe even one of them in the finale. But in the finale as the one who's not going to win,
Yeah,
low
I
key.
agree. I don't think both of them makes it to the finale though. One of them is going home, Miss Cracker Monet, 6'7",
Which
6'5".
one do you think is going to go home? I think Q's going to go home, and I think Plasma's going to go further. I think Plasma's going to go further than Q.
I think Plaza going further than Q, but Plaza's not making it to top 3 or 4. She's gonna be like she's in a Miss Cracker position down. I also wrote down like is being a lip sync assassin a vibe? Like is being the girl who's always in the bottom but sending people home? Is that like do we want that? Like I
How
know
many
that
girls? You
I
sent
was in
home
the
2 girls?
I sent home 2 girls. I don't think that's what makes you
Okay,
worthy
no
of an
shade.
assassin.
You were not the lip sync. Cameron Michaels was the lip sync. She lip synced 4
I
times.
was literally, can I finish my sentence? I literally said I only sent home 2 people. I don't know if that's an assassin. I didn't even finish my motherfucking sentence, bitch. You over there trying to chop me down. You may ride me down in history with your bitter, twisted words. Whatever the
You look
damn.
so preppy today.
I look so what?
Preppy.
Oh, thank you. I got this at the airport in New Zealand. This Lacoste. I want to bring. I okay. Did you wear Lacoste and Latigre back in
I
the
mean,
day?
I had like a Lacoste thing or two, but it wasn't really the preppy look wasn't big in Atlanta.
Got it.
Um, when I was that age, what was really in style was kind of like bleaching your own jeans, wearing tall tees,
Mm,
wearing rags, wearing race car jackets, and wearing these like anime dress shirts, but they're like short sleeve, and they had like anime characters all over them. It was really, really
really?
big. Yeah, it was huge in Atlanta in the early 2000s, late 90s.
I mean, y'all know sometimes y'all country niggas, y'all was a little corny. Low shade.
Oh, because New Yorkers are just the coolest people ever.
I mean, facts though. New York is literally the fashion capital of the world.
Wow, Paris would like to have a word with you. Milan would have like to have a word with you.
New York,
Yeah.
baby.
What do you think the word couture comes from? It's not a New York slang. Huh, honey. Okay.
Yeah, listen to your man. Jacob said to hurry the fuck up. And what you go
You know,
out to do? Hurry the fuck up.
I will listen to my man. I shut my fat ass up. So let's go into so it is really camp for Dawn to tell anyone that they look like looks
Fairy
like a fairy
tale.
costume. Dawn saying looks like a fairy costume is the campest thing when bitch you literally look like a woodland. Dawn is on one this episode. She is on one. What is her problem?
Dawn is always though. Let me tell you something. Dawn is low key just running things. And the last thing Dawn told people what parts they were playing. Dawn is in this. Dawn be bitch. Dawn little ass be running these episodes. It's low key crazy.
Is she like? Did you watch Squid Game the challenge?
Yeah, of course.
I think it was Ashley, that one lady who was like running that group, and everyone was reporting back to Ashley. Was it
The
Ashley?
older Asian woman.
Oh, she was the black lady. She was the black lady who went home during the Circle of Trust.
Oh yeah,
She's the
Ashley. Yeah,
one
yeah,
who
yeah, yeah,
there was
yeah,
all the
yeah, yeah. The black
controversy
lady
around on the
with the
bridge.
dreads.
Yeah, she was
Yeah.
low key running things, and I think Dawn is pulling an Ashley. I think Ashley. I mean, I don't know who filmed theirs first, but it's giving. But that I was really gagged at Dawn being like, "You like a fairy, bitch."
I know. Zombie in these streets, girl. But also I kind of like
Take off your ears.
it's
Take off
because
your
she's
ears, you bitch. Take off your ears, you bitch. You fairy bitch.
it's because she's so twinkish and so tiny and so unassuming. But also, Drag Race be tricking people because y'all, we be watching these bitches on TV. What we don't realize, half these bitches are like 6 feet tall. But on
I don't think Dawn
TV,
is. I don't think Dawn is.
I think we might be surprised. I think Dawn is low-key like she is a menacing, tall, scary person.
But also, sometimes when people are really skinny, they don't look that tall. So I don't know if you all know Mikey Angelo, the TikTok rapper. Mikey Angelo and Monet are the same height,
Are we?
and yes, isn't that crazy?
Mikey and I are the same height, Bob.
He's
Mikey's 5'10".
5'10".
I'm 5'10 3/4, so we're not the same height.
Okay, I love that Megami calls her Buzz Lightyear. That she did gather Dawn with that little Buzz Lightyear moment. I was like, damn, this bitch do like Buzz Lightyear. That's kind of crazy.
Also, the next day they only now noticed that Maya had braces, bitch. That's like
That was Morphine. Morphine was like, I think only Morphine was. I think everyone's like, yeah, bitch, she has braces, but also this bitch don't ever fucking talk. So it's so.
According to a quick Google, Dawn is 5'4", but this is also from
There's no way.
a dubious website. But
Dawn is not
allegedly,
5'4".
she's 5'4".
No way.
But it's not crazy that they don't realize Maya has braces because bitch, when is she opening her mouth to talk? When they're standing behind her when she's lip syncing on stage, like girl, somebody's like, oh damn, you got braces? Oh shit.
I guess so. You know that's the thing now. Gen Zers want metal braces. They want like metal braces with like the colored rubber bands. It's like a thing.
Well, they're also a lot cheaper than Invisalign.
Did either of you have braces?
I had.
no.
I mean,
Oh,
I
you
had
had
braces.
braces?
Well, so when I was a kid, when the first time they brought me up to New York to like go and experience my first winter, I was like 5 years old because I was living in St. Lucia. I came and they took me ice skating. I fell on the ice and I hit this tooth, and this tooth, when all my other teeth fell out by fourth grade, fifth grade, all my teeth fell out except this one little brown baby tooth. So they had to extract it. Then cut into my gum and give me a brace on my teeth to pull this one down.
Interesting.
What colors did you do?
I had regular colors because back then color braces were not cool. Braces. I did not grow up in a time when braces were cool. Did y'all grow up in a time when braces were cool?
They weren't cool, but
No, but you could
I
like
did think they
still
were
jazz them
cute.
up with fun colors.
I thought they were cute. I remember seeing guys with braces and being like, oh, he's kind of cute. The braces were cute when I was in like 7th grade. I thought that guys with braces were cute when I was in 7th grade.
No. Oh my God. Also, imagine sucking a dick with braces, bitch. You were fucking it up.
Not all of us were sucking dick in 7th grade. I just want to be clear. Not all of us were in 7th grade sucking dinglings.
Bitch,
And kudos to you.
that dick ended up looking like you fucking Edward Scissorhands. Just
Jesus. So RuPaul announces that they're going to be doing a Rusical, and Plasma gets very excited. And I gotta say, Plasma, like,
this
girl,
whole episode, I could not with her.
these
I
theater gays
cannot.
are so insufferable. And no shade. Like
It's too much.
but I still like Plasma. But I mean, she leans in, which is part of what I love. It's part of what I love about Liza Minnelli. It's part of what I love about it's part of what I love about Whoopi Goldberg. It's part of what I love about Carol Channing. It's part of what I love about Leslie Jones. Like they lean in. They don't care if they look a little silly. And Plasma is so herself. She's so corny. But also, when you're a theater gay in New York City, surrounded by other theater queens, when all your friends are like Paige Turner and Chelsea Piers and who's the
Jackie
queen?
Cox.
Jackie Cox, and who's the queen? She's kind of a big girl. She does Salmonella. They're like it is cool to be that way because they all make it fun to do it. But then you get around a bunch of girls who are like fashion, and you're like, oh shit, you guys don't want to talk about Broadway.
Ru says
But
the words
you
Rusical,
know,
and Plasma quite literally comes. Like you can see the fucking jizz seeping out of her pants. She is, and I have to say, this might be a hot take. And tell me how you feel about this. Like born and raised New Yorker theater gays are not the same as transplant theater gays. New York theater gays are like, yeah, I like Broadway. Broadway's really cool. Transplants from other cities are like, oh my god, Broadway! New York theater gays are not like that.
I don't know any theater gays who are New Yorkers. I know New Yorkers who like theater, but
Chelsea
I don't know.
Piers is a New York theater gay. She's born,
Chelsea,
and
that's
she's
right. You're
not
right.
like
Chelsea
the
Piers is.
plasmas.
What about
That's
Alexis Michelle?
Lex Michelle. No, Lex Michelle is like that, and she is a New Yorker. New Yorker. But I would say the thing is when you are in a small community and you do community theater, your opportunities to be immersed, I think, are a little bit stronger than the opportunities you get in New York City because you get to be part of very high value, high quality productions in these regional theaters and in these community theaters. You have these people building amazing sets. You have people who travel from the city
Yeah.
who take their degrees from Tisch and all these places to build these costumes from the Fashion Institute. They come to Okanoke, Wisconsin, and they build out these beautiful shows. And then you get to New York City and you realize that the only people doing shows at that level is fucking Nathan Lane and fucking Patina Miller, and the rest of us are doing black box theater shows. You know what I mean? So we end up building our own chance to do it in the drag scene. So I get going to New York City being a corner theater gay. I came to New York City as a corny theater gay, so I couldn't sing and dance. So I immediately had to get out of it and start getting into stand up comedy. But if I could sing and dance, I'd probably be fucking just like them.
Can you tell me a
You
bit
know?
about when you auditioned for Wicked?
Yeah, I auditioned for Wicked years ago, and I remember they were like, "When you're here, just if you ever audition for Wicked, that your dance audition is one short day." It's like this whole like this it's like all this leaning and stuff, and I was like, they were like, "Don't be afraid to just lean in. If you fall, you fall. It's okay." And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna fucking lean in." And I was like dancing. I was ooh, and I was ooh, and I my legs just came from under me, and I hit the ground, and I was like, they're gonna be so proud of me because I leaned in. I'm gonna get up. I'm gonna get back in the choreography. Baby, they tapped me on the shoulder and said, "Baby, go sit down." Like in the middle of the dance, they were like leave the door. Like we got you a ticket to LaGuardia. Go back to Atlanta, bitch.
Yeah, I was never theater gay. I've never been a theater queen ever, even though I've
But I want to be
they
clear, you opera queens aren't fucking cool. So like, be chill, bro.
we play cooler than y'all niggas. Y'all, we don't have to be like, oh my god, Tchaikovsky, Bellini, Mozart. We're not like that. We're like
You know
we
why?
like that stuff.
Because you guys don't even like theater gays. We were listening to this shit all the time. We listened to it at the
We
gym. We
are
listened to it,
too.
let me finish my piece. We listen to it on the way to the gym. We listen to it while we work out. We listen to it at work. We listen to it on our commute. You're listening to fucking Chomsky 24 hours a day?
Who the fuck is
Because
Chomsky?
I feel like whenever I don't know. No, Chomsky's is a linguist. Sorry, Chomsky's a linguist. But I feel like when we do your Spotify rap, there's never opera in there. I feel like when we do your most listened to artists, there's never opera. And I feel like
That's because
even to
I'm
this
not
day,
immersed in opera anymore. Back when
even
I used to listen to opera all the time.
but even though I'm not immersed deeply in theater like that anymore, my top genre, 2 or 3, is always still musical theater to this day. So
Okay, so
don't
now
act
you
like
moving
y'all
around.
do.
So is it
Don't act like
is it one? Is it 2 or is it 3? Because
it's never one. It's always
it
two
moved
or
around.
three. One is always usually like rap, and then 2 is usually opera or pop. I mean, not sorry, musical theater.
Opera. Okay, so you admit it's opera.
That was a slip. It's either pop or musical theater, and I don't know why you acting like you were really at the gym fucking listening to fucking habanera, bitch. Be real.
I do.
You're lying.
I'm
You're
not lying.
lying. You know, in your Apple thing, it will show you how many times you played each song. It'll show you that. So
Okay,
do
but
you
I
do you want
told
to?
you because I'm not really. When I was deep in opera, I was listening to opera
Oh, so do
all
you
the
listen to
time.
Habanero or do you not? Which one is it?
Yeah.
Let's
Listen,
get
what the fuck did Jacob just say? What did Jacob
because
just
you need to
tell
keep
your
it
wife to
moving.
do?
You know what you're gonna do? You're gonna shut your fat ass up and keep it moving. So Q and Megami are going head to head over the Baroness. And these queens don't fight for these roles. I wanna see people who want their roles. These queens are giving up. They're just like, well, I mean, at least audition or something, or like honestly, I really respected Lady Camden when Lady Camden was like, I'm fucking doing this role, and that's what it the fuck is. I
Yeah.
respected that for Camden. And I feel like
I
Megami,
regret not giving it that energy. Also, as for I genuinely regret giving Trinity Samantha. Like I did not fight for that hard, but on the outside looking in, but I really do think that rock paper scissors is the fairest way to choose. I don't believe in the fucking auditioning thing. I think rock paper scissors is the fairest way to choose. Period.
I wouldn't let rock paper scissors decide my fate. I'd be like, we need to have a conversation about this. We're gonna talk. We're gonna do something. We not gonna
But what
get.
if I don't agree with like, having a conversation then? So that now what? Now
Then
we're an empath.
when I tell you that I'm not afraid of stalemate, bitch, I'm like that teacher in class. I'll wait. I'll wait. Let me tell you now. Anyone who knows me, I will call your bluff. Anyone who knows me, when they tell you everyone has a story of Bob the drag queen will call your. They told me I couldn't pee when I was on Drag Race, and I was like, I'm gonna piss in this fucking trash can. I grabbed the trash can. I started getting undressed. They were like, take this bitch to a bathroom. I will call your bluff. So you need to be ready to go to the like if I ever get into like one of those parking spats, I'm like, bitch, I will run out of gas. I'm hybrid, baby. I hope you're driving a fucking. I hope your car is going to be able to go off of electricity and gas too, because I'm not leaving, bitch. I don't work a 9 to 5. I got nothing but time. I will do my podcast from this parking spot, honey. I will. I don't give a damn.
I can't.
Um, so they settle it over the game of chance, and then we find out that Q wins over Megami for rock paper scissors with paper over rock, and then Plasma, Saphira, and Morphine they all want Mariah, which is a play on Maria. Maria,
Right.
yeah, it's a problem
Yeah.
Maria,
Have you
which
ever
is the
seen
character.
Sound of Music? I've never seen Sound of Music.
A year it was like Sphyricus House. I saw like in high school once. Like I had and I think I've seen it in theater, like in like a community theater, like probably once or twice too. It didn't particularly stick with me to be honest. Um,
So was it a movie first, then a musical?
it, wa- I'm not sure, but I'm pretty sure it was a stage show and then it was a movie. I'm almost positive.
Got it.
Jacob, can you look that
The
up?
the most I know about the Sound of Music is the episode of Will and Grace where they're doing it at the theater and they all go see it at the thing. That's all I know about the Sound of Music.
I can't say that I agree with Plasma
That
that
meme.
This is not Julie Andrews' most iconic role. I think Julie Andrews' most iconic role is probably Mary Poppins. Like if you think of who Julie
I
Andrews
would say
is,
Princess Diaries.
that's crazy.
I think in my opinion, that's the most iconic role.
Over Mary Poppins,
I never seen Mary Poppins. All I saw was the show at the West End.
Julie Andrews was not in that one. Dame Julie Andrews did not do it on the West End.
Oh no, I know. I'm saying, but that's all I've seen of Mary Poppins. I didn't say Julia Andrews. Mary Poppins. That's the bitch with the bag, right?
Yeah, she's the nanny,
Yeah, and she has like all the shit in her bag.
which is kind of low key. Like Julie Andrews plays this like woman who comes in two different movies. Like this woman who comes into a family that's already set up, and then she like helps the family. And this one, there's a little bit more going on. She's coming from a convent, so it's a nun who's like a problematic nun, and they send her away to this family. And when she gets to the family, they sing and she teaches them about music, but it's also all happening during World War II.
Got it. Got it. Got it. Got
Yeah.
it. Got it.
And then at the end, it actually gets really like it takes a sharp left turn and gets like really dark at the very end of the movie.
Got it.
Um,
I should watch it. Maybe we should watch it for our Patreon together.
well, Plasma was saying she got shuffled around last time, and then Zama was like, "Yeah, bitch, and you won." So like,
I
what are you complaining
know. But also, I'm mad. To your point, I'm mad that Megami gets bullied out of the two roles that she wanted. Bitch, Megami acting like she that bitch. She folded like a fucking paperclip. Like,
Well,
oh,
she's
like Megami, like stick up for yourself.
well, she's Megami has proven to be a very passive person. She kind of has. She doesn't like get a lot of. She doesn't have like a fiery personality, and Plasma does. Plasma also is Plasma affecting a New York accent. Like Plasma goes into this Long Island accent, but she doesn't. But she's not from Long Island.
I have noticed it. I thought she was from. I thought she was maybe. But no, I don't think she's from New York. But I thought maybe she was. Anyway, that's
No,
not
she's
something.
from like Oklahoma or some shit. I don't know where she's from. I mean, but she's not. But she does affect a New York accent, like a
She want to
thick.
be New York so bad. She want to be New York so bad.
She affects like a very thick New York accent. She's like, "Oh, doll." I'm like, "Girl, this is what. This is kind of crazy."
Maybe just part of her drag persona, which kind of
Yeah,
seeping into her out of drag persona.
I did love Plasma, but she's fierce. Plasma said, "I want the lead, nothing else," and honestly, she ate
Kind of
that. She
fierce.
got what she
It
wanted.
was
She
kind of
won the challenge. Plasma is very fierce. I think she has the same tenacity as Plain Jane, but her moral compass is a little bit stronger. It's
okay.
more
But why
true
does
moral.
Plain Jane have a bad moral compass? Like, what is
I don't think
what?
that it's nothing. I didn't say she had a bad moral compass. That's a false equivalency. I didn't say she had a bad moral compass. I just think
Oh, here we go.
I think that well, you trying to make it like I said she's a rotten, dirty, rotten bitch. I did not say that. I think that Plasma's moral compass is more true north than Plain Jane's is, and like
Not
plain
when
like
you say she's a dirty, rotten bitch. You are.
Plasma will stand up for herself and she will like dig her heels in the ground and she will also fight for other people. And Plain Jane will just like be like, the judges think your makeup looks like shit and you're gonna go home next week. So surely you see the difference between Plain Jane and Plasma. Surely.
I also wrote down. I was surprised that Morphine and Saphira they give up really easily to Plasma, but also no shade. Could you imagine Morphine doing the Maria role? No shade,
I could have seen Saphira doing it, but not Morphine. But I also could
girl.
not possibly see Saphira fighting as hard as Plasma's fights. Like Saphira is just like, I want her to stick to her guns. Like I want Saphira to be like, I said what I said, and I'm gonna give. I want her to say, I want to be the lead, nothing else. Like Saphira has just given up every role she's won. Every role she wanted, she was like, oh, I'll just do something else.
This is true, but she was also, but also in but in the three nuns though, she chose the biggest nun role, which I felt had the most to say and she could give the most. So I think she made a smart decision. If I mean, but maybe being the main role would have been better for her, but I don't know.
I mean, I think Saphira should have won this episode, but that's a conversation to be had way down the line. So let's go into the rehearsal. So Plasma is such a theater kid. Like I feel
I
like
can't.
I know this gay. I know this twink. I know this bright-eyed. I know that Plasma was the motherfucking star. I know Plasma played Oliver Twist. I know that Plasma probably did a drag role back in her high school. I know that Plasma sings girl songs at auditions. Plasma goes to auditions and she sings "Gimme Gimme" in the original key. I know this about her. I know.
I will say, as the season goes on, I think what I do like about Plasma is that yes, she is annoying. Yes, she's corny. Yes, she's a try hard. Yes, she's a go hard. But she has the talent to back it up. So so to me, it makes her a little more endearing. If she was all these things and she can't sing and she can't dance and she's sucking it in the challenges, I would be like, bitch, go the fuck home. But she's all these things, but has the fucking talent to back it up.
Yeah. In fact, speaking of which, do you want to now take a short 3-minute break to watch her video and then come back and talk about it?
Oh my God, I watched it already.
You watched it.
Also, side
You tell me,
note,
wait, hold on, Jacob. Hold on, Jacob. Tell me a few things about it.
Okay, so in the video, the way that
Where
she's
does it
singing,
start? Where does it start?
it says "Don't Rain on My Parade."
No, where does the video start? Where does it start?
I wasn't paying attention to exactly where it started. I mean, it started on
It was
set.
a pretty big start to the. It's like a pretty big start to the thing. No, we're not
It
moving on
started
past
on
this.
set.
Okay, where does it end? Where does it end?
It ends at the final location.
What's you did not watch it. You're lying. So I'm asking you is do you want to take a short 3-4 minute break and watch the video or are you continuing your tirade where you for some
Bob,
reason refuse to watch her Don't Rain on My Parade.
Bob, it ends at the Statue of Liberty.
You're grabbing your phone right now. It is not in the Statue of Liberty. First of all, it is on a ferry in front of the Statue of Liberty, not at the Statue of
Same
Liberty.
thing. On a boat.
Monet, you're lying, and it starts at Moynihan
Ask
Station.
Me. Ask me. Okay,
And
I'm literally gonna put my hands up so you don't think I'm watching anything. What?
well, stop. Look, what are you looking down there for? You've set it up. Jacob's texting you because his camera's off.
Jacob, show me your phone. Jacob, are you texting me?
Monet, you're doing this. You're going.
Jacob, show him the phone. Show him the phone.
Monet, you would have known that it started at Moynihan Station. Like knowing that it starts at Moynihan Station is like such a clear thing.
I do not know what. First of all, I don't know the names of Moynihan. I've literally never been to the Statue of Liberty. Never.
Okay, Moynihan Station is not the Statue of Liberty. It's by Penn Station. It's the Amtrak, bitch. Are you a New Yorker or have you been pretending to be a New Yorker this whole time?
Okay, New Yorkers don't know what Moynihan. No one calls it. See, y'all transplant niggas be knowing the real names. Bitch, we're from the city. We don't know. We just know where the fuck we go. We don't call it no Moynihan Station.
Well, it is Moynihan. So now what?
Yeah, but I'm saying, but real New Yorkers, we're like, oh yeah, I'm going to the good. We don't do that.
Will you acknowledge that you have not watched this video and you literally refuse to watch it? Refuse to watch it.
I watched it on my own time.
All right, so the girls go to rehearsal and Adam Shankman is there.
No, Jacob, don't make us move on. I will be moving on. No, Jacob, stop. I'm getting my point out. We will drag this every episode until Monet watches this plasma video. I don't know what her issue is with plasma, but Monet is
you and Jacob are crafting the narrative that I have a problem with that. And then someone sent me on Twitter, they put a link from Reddit that has like 300 comments about me giving plasma the middle finger. I'm like, I was giving Bob the middle finger, not plasma. And now there's this whole thread about how I don't like plasma and I was flipping her off, which is not true.
So Morphine said that she's pissed that she did not get the role. Almost as mad as Monet was that plasma was cast on season 16. But she was also the first one to back down. So like, how you mad, bitch? You were the one who backed down.
Yeah. She didn't fight. Her and Sapphira literally just gave up. Plasma said, this is the only option I have on my paper. she's acting like there's no other road. I mean, like, this is all I wrote down. I can't play anything else.
Plasma is a badass. She might be the badass of the season. I think it's very impressive. But also not Morphine clocking that Tsunami has a crush on Plain Jane. I was like, oh.
Do you think so? I don't get that energy or those vibes, but also they're around each other all the time, so they would know, but I don't see that. I don't get that from the TV.
How do you feel about Adam Shankman coming in to direct the girls?
You know, I hung out with Adam Shankman. I went to Alaska's Lady Gaga show at the theater downtown, and I was up there with Adam Shankman and Melissa McCarthy, and he's a very nice guy. Alice, what's the goal to his party's name? Huh?
He looks tall.
He's not tall.
Oh, he looks tall.
Adam Shankman is like,
to be fair, he's also not short. He is a perfectly average height.
He also wears heels too.
He's probably like 5'8".
Oh, and he wears heels, which is probably why it looks like that. So then Melissa McCarthy comes in as his assistant, and she's like intentionally trying to distract the girls, throwing them fucking cheese. I think it's actually a cute bit, and I love that Melissa McCarthy doesn't come in and like she's not grandstanding. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I hate soft cheese. You like Bluebell cheese? I hate that shit.
I'll have it. I mean, I don't mind like string cheese and Bluebell cheese. I don't want like brie though. Brie is like pudding. Oh, this is too much.
But brie?
Yeah, brie is too soft.
Yeah,
I'll take like the cheap processed soft cheese, like string cheese or Bluebell, but not a like a expensive cheap soft cheese.
Yeah, for sure.
Dawn is such a little...
I wrote this down. When Adam Shankman looks at Q and says, like looking a drag queen and saying the sentence, "You should be a girl," instead I'm just seeing a messy man, is an unhinged thing to say to someone.
Well, it's a quote from season 1. Michelle from Destiny's Child, Michelle Williams looked at Akasha and said, "I just see a messy man." So that's actually
Oh,
a callback to season 1 of Drag Race, which is where Michelle said, "I just see a messy man," in reference to Akasha. And I think that Adam Shankman is clearly not doing Drag Race for the check. He's probably doing it because he just really loves Drag Race and gets to be on the show. And he's obviously a super fan of the show if he's referencing things from season 1. You know what I mean?
we
But
just watched
no,
season 1 too. I forgot about that.
but he's not wrong. I mean, Q is not graceful. She does not move fluidly or well, which is why this role was good for her. And also, Dawn is being a little bitch this episode. I was like, Dawn is on one. She is Dawn one, honey. But I feel like Q's always knows about her movement, and Megami's also on the struggle bus during these rehearsals too.
But we've learned Megami was struggling in the last dance challenge. And I'm sorry. All right, everyone, you got me. Sorry, I forget that the bitch tweeted that she helped with the choreography. It was like, no, Monet, Megami helped with the choreo. I'm like, okay, bitch, I fucking forgot. So
Well,
she helped with the
maybe the reason
choreography.
they're saying it is because I said it to you, and then you tried to correct me, and you were wrong. So maybe that's why they're like gathering
No, they
now.
weren't defending you, bitch. They were just saying
You
Monet got it
defended
wrong.
me.
It was not coming to a defense.
You tried to correct me, but you were wrong though, and that's why they gathered you. That's why you have no edges.
Anyways, so we learned last time that Yamagami might struggle in rehearsal, but she clearly has a good work ethic, and she's gonna go back to her room. She's gonna practice. And she's gonna come and show up and do it. Turn it
I don't
out.
really have much about them doing their makeup because there wasn't really any drama. No one cried. No one fought. No one. I mean, they kind of keep pushing this narrative about Saphira giving up her potion. But this episode, I don't think Saphira was in any fear of like this episode. She knew what her runway was, which was insane. She knew that she knew she was gonna do a good job in the performance. So I don't think Saphira was like nervous about this potion this episode.
Well, I have a question. If there is like in drag, like just looking like if you're in the show, is there a world where you could see yourself giving up your potion to save someone else?
Maybe, yeah.
Really? Why
Yeah.
though? I generally don't understand why one would do that.
Because I don't think I would have gone home or I wouldn't be in the bottom. So I don't feel like I would need it.
Well, you were towards the end of your season.
I didn't go home though.
I know,
So I
but you were
wasn't
in the
worried.
bottom.
But I wasn't worried though.
Mm.
Bitch, maybe you needed a fucking potion. But I didn't need a potion, honey. I probably would have given my potion to someone like Layla McQueen or Chi Chi DeVane or those are probably the only two I would have given my potion to be honest. Because like when Naomi was in the bottom, I didn't think she was going home. But when I thought that because the first episode I thought it was gonna be Naomi versus Layla, and I was like, shit, Layla's going home. Naomi's gonna eat her up. And I felt bad for her. And I was trying to help her out. And when it was the top 3, I just felt like Chi Chi wasn't gonna make it to the top 3 when it was top 4. And I was like, I would love her to just come to the finale. So I probably would have used it for that.
Bond just handing out potions. He said, "I don't need it. Work."
I mean, would you use a potion for someone else?
No, no.
I think
That
that you
that
play like you play a big bad game when you're on the podcast, but when you're on Drag Race, you're soft, bitch. You're a banana with
no,
rotten. You're softer
no.
than a banana with rotten spots. Yeah, you are.
I'm when I
You
after
give up
watched
your roles. You give up your roles instantly. You will rock paper scissors. You save Trinity out of nowhere.
But I had to. I had to save someone. It wasn't like if RuPaul the answer save someone or not, I would have not. But also, those season 10 and All Stars 4 were pre-Drag Race, pre-Traders Monet. Okay, now I see how strategy and games work. Bitch, I would absolutely not save someone. That hinders my game. If I had to save someone or myself, I would always just on myself.
I just don't believe you.
Okay, well that's your opinion, and you're entitled to that.
You claim it to be hard when you know you not, nigga. Please, you softer than a banana with rotten spots. Let's go on
First of all,
to
Jacob Ghost wrote that verse, but continue.
let's go into the main challenge. I didn't have a lot of notes. It was good actually. I didn't hate it at all. I enjoyed it. It was no wig loose, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I don't think this is gonna be one that's gonna go down in history or anything. There were a few moments that I really enjoyed and moments that were kind of camp to me. I actually thought that Maya's habit in front of her face was actually really funny. I know she did it
Pretty
on
good?
purpose, but that really when Maya's habit flipped in front of her face and she just kept dancing for like
You know
3
what?
counts without
Yeah,
fixing it.
I love
I was
it.
like, honestly, something about that was really funny to me. But I don't really have a lot of notes from the challenge itself. I will say I do think that I think that the role that Plasma played is not an exciting role to play. Like it's this like boring ingenue, and I can see why she like would be like I wouldn't fall for that role because it was just so there was like the ingenue isn't a fun role to play for me. Some people, but also Plasma looks like a bitch who wants to be the ingenue.
What
Like
to
she
say,
doesn't.
like, yeah, it just gives her she feels like it has the most screen time, has the most stage time. She's like, "Bitch, I want this role because 'cause I'm on stage the most and I'm doing the most." You know?
I mean, obviously she made the right choice. Clearly, I mean, don't listen to me. You know, you did better
Yeah.
than I did on my fucking musical. So what do I know?
What was y'all's again? Aruco Airlines?
No, that was season 7. We were bitch perfect.
Bitch perfect. And y'all had those rotted blonde wigs.
We did very rotted, very very rotted. This may shock you all, but I did not pack a blonde wig to Drag Race, and I showed up and they gave me one, and I used what they gave me. This may shock everyone, but I did not show up with a blonde wig. Uh, I mean, the only blonde wigs I have are like a couple of kitty cats and then maybe a bob, like a
What
blonde
wig did you
bob.
wear for Carol Channing?
Oh, I did have it, but I had to save that. I wasn't gonna use it for fucking. But also, that's an
But
old
you just
lady
show up
wig.
with a blonde wig.
I showed with one old lady blonde wig, but it didn't seem appropriate for Bitch Perfect. Um, so what did you think about the performance, Mo?
I thought it was good. I thought it was a pretty good musical. I enjoyed it. I thought that the people who were singing sounded really good, and I liked having these like three factions: the nuns, the older bitches. The thing I liked having those three, and I liked. I think Plasma. I don't think Plasma's role was very exciting, but I think that she did such a good job with the role. I thought it was good. I thought if someone like Morphine played Plasma's role, I think that they could have really tanked the production, to be very honest. But I think Plasma was the right choice, and she did a good job in her role. And to me, it made the whole show sing.
What I found really shocking was this really was not the story of Sound of Music. It was actually kind of low
Sister Act.
key. Yeah, it was. It also had a little bit of hairspray in it too. It had a hint of
Yeah.
hairspray in it as well. And I was like, this is not what happens in Sound of Music. And I don't understand how this is. I don't understand how this is a parody of Sound of Music because this isn't the story at all.
I don't know the stories. I can't even speak to that.
Like you know, do a dear a fee.
Yeah.
This is her trying to teach the children how to sing. So they did do a bit on that, but it was
But it
much more.
changed immediately. It went to girl, T.
Yeah,
Who
they're not
are
gonna sing the
we?
actual song. They can't sing the song. I don't think Roger and Hammerstein or whoever wrote Sound of Music is gonna just fork over the rights to the song for Drag
Yeah.
Race.
Yeah.
But also I do think that having this weird storyline and attaching it to I don't know. I just don't know why they chose the Sound of Music because it didn't. And actually, that scene where they were doing the girl and the tea, it actually was low key more so giving Sister Act when Whoopi Goldberg is getting the women to sing, or
Hmm.
when she teaches the kids how to sing. It's low key more so that, but anyway, it was good. I just really didn't. It felt like they just put characters from Sound of Music into a completely different story. Not even a parody. It was just like a they just changed the whole story.
Yeah. I agree.
Should we go into the looks?
Let's go into the looks. RuPaul. This is not my favorite RuPaul look. I don't know what's going on here. I love the colors, but the top looks crazy. I love this hair and the
It's
glove.
this is her coronavirus hair. This is the hair this looks like the hair that she wore on the cover of All Stars that Shea Coulee won for the promo picture.
Yeah, I don't remember what that
And
is.
RuPaul is wearing flowers, which is like she's rarely on theme. Rarely is she ever on theme. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, but yeah, I don't like this dress. I don't like this dress.
I love Michelle's dress though. Michelle looks really cute. Michelle's
She
also has
looks
flowers.
so cute.
Her dress too, or those
Those pumps are
leaves.
so cute. I don't know what they
And I
are.
like
Maybe they're
Michelle
leaves.
in bright colors. For some reason, the rest of my docket isn't loading. It's like all I have is plain Jane, and my computer's like struggling right now to,
Girl, your computer is straight struggling.
which is crazy because this motherfucking MacBook it's less than a year old, so I'm very annoyed that my computer is on the struggle bus. Like, Apple, get this fucking shit. All right, let's go to Plasma. This looks beautiful.
She
Plasma
looks
is
fucking
consistently
incredible.
turning out some amazing looks on the show, and I
Cons-
feel like
okay, you see, now you're just
I
saying
just think
stuff.
it's no, I stand by that. Plasma is pretty consistently turning out some very good looks on this show. She is. Let me go through Plasma's catalog so far. Let me go to her page. So Plasma wore, well, not that Tweedledee Tweedledum shit. That was not good.
The first
But
one, the pincushion.
this share look was insane. It
I
was so
don't
good.
agree.
Me and the judges agreed. I liked her Hermes look.
It was good. It wasn't like, oh my God. Like, it was fine.
and and I think that this look is really good as well. I thought her interest look also looked really. I thought her interest look is this is a great look. She looks really fucking good here in her entrance. I think that Plasma has turned out some. I said that she looked immaculate when I first saw her when walking. You disagreed, but I think that Plasma's looks have been pretty consistently. That Tweedledee Tweedledum was a big downfall for her, but she turned out some great looks this season, in my opinion. And this
That
look
being
is
said,
probably the best one she's done.
about to say, this is the best she's ever looked on the show. I think this is incredible. The colors look great. I love the scale of the hat, this parasol umbrella. This is a fucking fantastic look. And what a great episode for her to pull it out, right? One where she already did so good in the challenge and having such a sickening runway. Like, she guaranteed herself a win. I think this is fucking perfect. She looks great. I love this. She looks
This
great. She looks
also low
great.
key looks like a nod to My Fair Lady. It looks like a
I
My
think it
Fair
is.
Lady nod. So it's all musical and it's all she has a very strong through line for this entire
Yeah.
episode. So it's great. Let's go to Saphira Crystal. Man, this look is remarkable.
I want to see her suitcases, but how does she pack all these big? That the first time that, well, the pumpkin was inflatable, but like she had to have had more than the legal baggage limit of Drag Race because this is really great. This is
Well,
really beautiful.
these petals look like they're on wires. They can probably fold in.
Yeah,
Because I noticed during the tuck she wasn't wearing it, and I could also see they kind of look like they were like kind of like shaped, kind of like the way wires are. But
yeah.
this look is for me. This is a like the best look on the runway by a mile. I honestly feel that way. This is so impressive. It's so beautiful. It's so well done. The hair is really cool. The colors work the proportions, everything about this look, I think is just
Only thing I would have
stunning.
changed was the lipstick color. The lipstick color because of the hair and the lipstick, it looks a little like dark sided. Like I don't know. I think if she had done like a because we haven't seen Sephora, maybe we have. I haven't noticed like a bright red or like an orangish color. I think that would have been look really beautiful. But this I think this dress is stunning. I wonder who made this.
Yeah,
This is
I
like
mean,
House of Candy, maybe.
it's probably on her socials. Let's
And
see.
she posted it already.
Stuff. Yeah, Saphira's on top of her social media game. Oh, she's not posted this one yet, so never mind. Maybe maybe she's posting it tomorrow because she's posting all her looks, so maybe she'll be posting it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Um,
Let's go on to Morphine giving a 70s flower child. I thought this was good. I think it was a little pedestrian, but I think it was maybe an interesting way to go about this category that other people would not have thought of. So I thought this was an okay look.
I was kind of gagged by by Ross being like, "You stoned this." Girl, there are stones on it, but like stone like girl, this stoning job would have taken at the longest an hour, and that's waiting for the dry to the other side. Like, don't act like like this is like we've seen things on this season. I feel I don't can't remember. Like I feel like we must have seen something that was more stoned than this already. And he's like, the fact that you stoned it really brought it there. And I'm like, okay, girl, sure.
It's like my season 10 finale. The sponge of the final sponge look when I fully stoned the skirt part.
You had those little. in the corner of your thing. But yeah, but she does look really good. She looks very good. And
Yeah.
Morphine does low key lean pedestrian. And not that this is particularly pedestrian, it's the costume, but like if like some like civilian wore this to a costume party, we'd be like, "Girl, you better work." But if a drag queen was a costume party, we'd be like, "Oh, you was too busy to put in a lot of effort." You know what I mean?
Let's go on to Maya Iman Lepage.
I was really blown away by them liking this look. This look is not good for me. I do not like this look.
You
It
know,
looks a little bit poorly crafted, but and I don't know that I would have worn that hair. This is also low key. I don't think it's intentional, but it's kind of looks like Dolly Levi's costume in Hello Dolly, like a little bit.
oh, I've never seen it. I don't know.
You just Google Hello Dolly red dress. It kind of like a little bit looks like a little bit maybe like that, but maybe I'm just kind of just maybe I see Carol Channing and everything. Maybe I find
No,
Carol Channing.
Bob, that's not the same.
But how'd you feel about this look?
Yeah, it wasn't my favorite that I've seen Maya in. And not there are many things that I liked seeing her in, but it's just like it's a taste thing, I think, with Maya. And I think in context, this is the best Maya has looked on the show. But it's not my favorite dress that I would want for myself or anyone else to wear. Um, I
I
yeah,
agree.
I don't I'm not very fond.
Let's go into Dawn. I'm also not loving Dawn's look. Like Dawn is she's dark Dawn. This is the dark version of the Dawns, and uh, it's not doing it for me. I just don't understand the purport. Like, why is her waist so low? And you're already 5'4", and then you're wearing a long dress, and then it's really heavy on the bottom, which makes you look even shorter. Like, I don't like this. I don't like the proportions. I don't like where things are placed. I do not like this look.
What about the makeup?
I didn't like it either. Like, I didn't understand what she was doing with the light going up to her. I didn't understand it.
Sometimes art kids just want to be artistic just to be artistic. And it's like, bitch, what's the exact POV you're trying to capture here? Do I hate the dress as much as Bob does? No.
Yeah,
But
that was a lot. I didn't say.
but I yeah, it's not my favorite look. If I was looking at all the dresses on stage, I wouldn't be like, "Ooh, I love this one." I think that it's fine.
Let's go on to Megami. Um, I like this look. I think this looks really good. Jacob really put the picture of her covering up her entire Um, I like this look. I think this look looks really good. I think that they're right. The storyline could have been more clear. She would have walked down the runway. The storyline was too much. Like, what is this story? Like, the story was too much. I didn't need all that story. I just needed the look. She could have done this without the stained dress, and it would have looked to me every bit as beautiful. I think that her fake flowers can tend to look really cheap, and I think hers don't look cheap. I think hers actually look pretty good.
Are you I think I mean, I don't think you think her fake flowers look really like they give you
I don't think they look
expensive?
cheap. They don't look cheap. Like, for example, I mean, we'll get down there, but I think like Q's flake flowers look a little cheap, and I think it's just because of how many she has. They had to get a little cheap at a certain point because she just has so many. Like, I think that Plasma's flowers look really expensive. Actually, Plasma's fake flowers look really expensive. So do the sunflower. I think it's also about the kind you get. Like, sunflowers look better as fake flowers. Yellow roses look better as fake flowers. But I think that the the thing about Q, we're not even there yet, is that hers don't look like a they look like fake flowers. I don't know how to say it. They look like artificially dyed fake flowers.
You Bob trying to find 18 ways to say they they
But
just
what do you
don't
think
look
about
real.
what do
They
you think
don't
about
look that they will smell really because they can't have produce smell because they're not real flowers. You were just trying to
what I
find
said? What do you think? What do you think about Mogami's look?
I thought this was fine. Again, it wasn't one of my faves, but I do think she. Oh, I like Mogami, but it's always been like a little off. But I do. You know what? Sorry, I do like this look. I do like this look. I think it looks good.
Shit. Now you fighting demons over there. You fighting demons. God damn. God damn.
How my demons look, Mogami.
God damn. Let's go on to Nymphia wins.
Nymphia.
By the way, who it was when I tell you in the background this episode, bitch, I forgot she was fucking there like 3 times.
Yes.
Also, side note, Nymphia did not do well in this challenge. I went back and looked. She's not doing a good job. And I was kind of gagged that she got away with like what she got away with.
Girl, that means you blowing the right producers, honey. They ain't paying attention.
Do you think she did a good job? I think she did less than good. Like it wasn't good what she did in the challenge.
I think that they didn't really showcase her. They didn't really showcase her. So I didn't go back and watch it like you did. So, but she didn't pull my focus in either good way or negative way. She was very mid to me.
This look is really creative. I like that her hand. What part? I don't. Is this like a specific kind of flower?
I don't fucking know, girl. I don't know. There's a leaf there, but I don't know what her body's supposed to be. This is what I'm talking about. Sometimes our kids be going so arty. I'm like, bitch, I don't understand. Maybe I'm not. I don't see what. I don't know what I'm supposed to be. What is it like? Because the flower is blooming from her head. What is her body supposed to be?
Yeah, I'm not 100% sure what's going on with this look, if I'm being fully honest with you, but it does look very well made, and I do like it. I just don't get it. Like, I don't get it. Maybe I'm not the intended audience.
Going to Q. What the fuck is this?
What, Q?
What the fuck is she?
So, okay, so what Q is doing, looks like she's recreating one of these creature things that I've seen at certain like haunted houses. It also low key looks like the animal or the aliens that are in the Quiet Place, and they have long legs. When they walk on height, like really, they usually walk on stilts, so your body looks so deformed when you walk. But then she's trying to make it cunt, so she's trying to do like this like weird walk, and then she gets to the bottom and she's like, woo, but your arms are 8 feet long. So it looks insane. And Jacob, do you know these little, like these weird, like creature things that I'm talking about?
From the Quiet Place?
Yes.
Yeah.
Monet, look it up too. The Quiet Place monster. And it kind of looks like that. And I've seen people do cosplay of these things.
They're called Death Angels in the movie. Oh yeah, I see that.
So she's kind of looks
actually that's uncanny.
So she kind of looks like a death angel, but like cunt, but like it's just not giving cunt. And I feel like Q seems to have
this outfit.
Q has an aversion to wigs, which I understand not all queens wear wigs. And if you're gonna, I don't like what's going on her head. I don't. It looks like she's wearing a shower cap or a swim cap. It looks like she's going swimming.
I don't like what's going on in anything in this. I think this is a terrible look.
Those hats that synchronized swimmers wear?
Yes.
It looks like that. I don't think the makeup is particularly great. I don't think that it just. I get what she's going for, but I don't think she executed it well. And also her walk, she's not, her physicality isn't super great. So it wasn't giving this creepy thing she thought it was giving. I was just like, girl, I don't like this. Are we too harsh this episode?
Are we what?
Am I being too harsh this episode?
Oh, this is where we draw the line?
Right, on fucking Q.
I mean, I'm thinking of everything I've said. It's accumulation. It's not at Q. It's the accumulation of everything. I'm like, I just don't like these looks.
No,
but everyone was gagging. I was like, not for me.
That Q's look was not for my tea. I don't like that. I'm not. That's not for me.
Let's go on.
If everyone's buying it, I'm returning it.
Let's go into Plain Jane. This is really safe. Like Plain, really, really.
The hair was really cool though.
Yeah, but I feel like Plain has gone further and taken bigger swings, and she's doing that face again.
Well, every runway is not going to be a home run, right? Like she had some really stellar ones, some really crazy ones. It's probably one of her safe ones. She was like, but this one, which all I can think about is making like a little mini dress, a little princess dress.
That being said, she does look very beautiful and she looks good. And I can't think of anything bad to say about this look, and she does look good.
Yeah.
Let's go on
Let's
to
go on to
Tsunami.
Tsunami.
Tsunami. She's made that
Tsunami.
clear.
It's a
Corrected you.
tsunami.
Corrected you. The real New Yorker corrected you.
Tsunami Muse.
She went a little too. She tried too hard. She almost girl bossed a little too close to the sun on this one, because like, girl, just put on some fucking flowers, girl. I'm an upside down bouquet, bitch. Put on some flowers. Put on some motherfucking flowers. It's a flower challenge. Put on some motherfucking flowers, girl. I mean, I
You
get
know,
what she's saying, but also, why
yeah.
is it upside down? But that's not a visual. I don't want to see a fucking bouquet upside down. That's not cunt. That's not
You
it.
know, she's trying. She's doing the best. She's doing what she can with the best she got. Okay.
How do you feel about this look?
I don't like this look. Tsunami's done some really amazing things this season so far, and this is not one of them. This is not going to go down as one of Tsunami's fiercest looks on season 16. It's going to be one that was okay.
Yeah, Tsunami, bring back the kitty cats. Bring back
She
the
looks
kitty
so
cat.
good in a kitty cat. She looks gorgeous in a kitty cat.
So during the judging, Plasma got some really great critiques. Like, she got pretty stellar critiques. It seemed like Saphira got better critiques.
It did, but I think that Plasma had the bigger role, and so Plasma had more to lose. I think in these musicals, because they can't make every part big and long like Plasma's, right? So I think so the girl that gets the big part, they give themselves an advantage, and if they nail the big part, they give themselves a huge advantage. So, and Saphira just did not have as much stage time and as much to do and learn as Plasma. So I think by default, and Plasma's runway was so strong, that's why she ends up winning.
But Saphira's runway was even stronger, in my opinion.
I think they're both. I think yes, the first was really big, but Plasma is really this is a beautiful runway. Like this is gorgeous.
Plasma's is beautiful, and I want to be clear. What I think about Saphira's is great is not just the size of it; it is the execution of it. It's how the hair works into it. It's how the corset over the skirt. It's the whole thing. I just think that it's a better look. I would have probably given the win to Saphira, but I do think that Plasma deserved a win as well. Like, I wasn't like, oh shit. I was like, oh, okay, that makes
Yeah.
sense too.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
And during the judging, they like Morphine's look for the most part, except that her lining problem, and they just said that she did not do a good job in the. They weren't stunned by her performance, which I agree with.
If I'm being very honest,
You have to.
the the sisters, the nuns, like that was the messiest trio in my opinion, which
Sorry.
was Morphine and Tsunami. No,
No, Tsunami was one of the Baronesses.
Morphine and Maya. My
I
God,
don't remember.
who was in the trio
Yeah,
with the
Maya.
with the?
It was
Yeah,
Maya.
like in
Yeah.
my like the trio, the more, but like even including Saphira, but I don't think it was Saphira's fault. I think that Morphine was struggling and Maya were, so it just looked messy. But the nun trio was the messiest trio for me. Period.
Yeah. Michelle feels like Megami's face never changes, which didn't you bring that up last time?
Yes, Megami always does the same makeup, and it's not a makeup that you want to see all the time. No shade. I like Megami, but it is not like you don't see her makeup. Be like, oh, this is that weird eyebrow thing. Like, give me a full eyebrow. Give me a full eyebrow.
Um, and when they said that Q nailed the choreography, baby Megami was plucked. She had it when they said you nailed the choreography. Megami was like, nah. She was not she was not in the mood for it. And
That's your
and when
girl.
Roscoe going on about Megami's Harry Schnitzel line, I was like, bitch, she didn't write it. She didn't even sing it.
That's
I
when
get
they
her.
say that's when they say shit like, "Oh my god, that was so funny." Yes, some of it is the physicality and how these girls are acting, but a lot of it is also the writing too, and like you just getting funny lines to say to lip sync to.
And he kept being like, I just loved her line, my schnitzel is hairy. Bitch, I mean, the lip syncing was good, but it wasn't that damn convincing. Like, bitch, she did not say it or write it. She just like, And her freestyle was good. But like Ross, but pump the brakes. You doing too much, Ross.
Yeah, I agree. They be wild out here.
So Plasma ends up winning the challenge. And the bottom two are Maya and Mon LePage, and of course
Megami.
Megami. And
And Flowers by Miley. Did you see Miley perform at the Grammys, by the way? She was great.
and realize I just won my first Grammy. So
Yeah.
you'll stop to
It was
watch.
good.
So you took time to watch that, but you couldn't take any time to watch Plasmas. Okay,
Yeah,
I just want to be sure.
unfortunately.
I want to make sure. I think that when I heard this, it seemed like Maya was doing Miley by way of Patti LaBelle. Like it turned into a church number, which didn't really make sense, but it was fun to watch. And I feel like Megami is one of these lip syncers. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
Maya is one of these.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I think that the second one works a little better. If you want to see what I was doing, please join the Patreon. It works a little better for lip syncing, and I think I probably would have preferred to watch Maya's in the club over Megami's, but I also would have been like, why was she doing Patti LaBelle during Flower? That's kind of crazy. Like it's not a gospel song. Why are you taking off your shoes? And
Listen, you gotta pull all your tricks.
she did a church stomp. I was like, what? To Flowers?
Well, you
Wait,
know
what
what?
is it called? Penguin? She penguin?
But you know what, Mom? Like that's her interpretation, right? Like she's giving Jesus her flowers. I think that's what Maya interprets the song. I'm gonna give Jesus his flowers for everything he done for me.
So Maya wins, which I agree with, and Megami is sent back to to Staten Island
On the ferry.
on the ferry. The ferry goes on the ferry. Um, what did you think of? Who do you think's gonna win the season now?
I think that I don't know. I still think Nymphia is winning. I think Nymphia did not shine this episode, but she's shown literally from the very beginning to not until this point. I mean, till this point, except this episode. I still think Nymphia is winning Drag Race for me right now.
Is she the most followed girl from the season?
Yeah, for sure. Then
Yeah,
Dawn, I believe.
she has 272, and then Dawn has 197. So she's a leap ahead of the next girl,
Damn.
which is
Nymphia Queen. Nymphia wins.
I think that the winner of this season is going to be. I was saying Saphira a lot at first, but she's just not like she's not getting any camera time.
Okay, Bobby can't say she's not getting any camera time. That's not true.
Okay, obviously, there's a bit of hyperbole there. Yes, we have seen her on camera. Yes, we have seen, the camera has been pointed at her. But in compared to the storylines that everyone else is getting, hers is lacking. And that is true.
I would agree with that. But it's like, I think,
You are wild
yeah, I
for
don't
that.
know.
I can't say she's not getting, you are wild for that.
Well, they were giving her, she was giving this like mothering edit vibe thing for a while, but that kind of faded a little bit. Maybe it's going to come back. But also, we're about the halfway point in the season. Now is the time that storylines be changing. Bitches that we're not getting a lot of camera time, this is how you flip, and then they start getting like Simone on her season. Like that be happening sometimes. So I think let's in the next 2 weeks we're gonna really feel who the winner is. I feel. Don't let this move taste fool you. Sweet too.
Oh, I haven't done a Simone in a minute. All right,
Yeah.
y'all. If you want to hear our thoughts on Tucked, then please join us over on our Patreon. And if you want to see this full video, you can also join the Super Patreon. I'm telling y'all, it is a great place over there. It is. It's been called the best Patreon on the platform, and that's for y'all to decide. Money, can you?
Is that good for your microphone?
That was very toothy. Poor Andy.
Can
Yeah.
you explain what Monet did for all our audio only listeners?
Poor Andy. She gave the toothiest BJ to this fucking
Okay.
microphone.
Well, Annie's is not dick is not bitch. Imagine that this this microphone, like the girth of this is like 13 inches. Are you joking? Whose dick is this wide? Jacob, can you?
I don't have any comments on the size of Andy's penis. And on that note, I want to say thank you all so much. I'll see you on the Patreon.